Hey guys! Trying to be a little bit more
Boy,
enthusiastic.
boy, I'm Tammy.
Timmy. Oi, I'm Timmy. Oi, I'm Timmy. Oi, I'm Timmy. Hi, I'm Bob. I'm sorry, that's just too funny. Oh, hi, Proto Man.
Oh yeah, watch this. Shut up and watch.
Oh yeah, many of you are probably wondering why... Oh, okay. A vicious army of robots is bent on destroying the world. Many of you guys might be wondering why there's no music. I don't want this guy to go deaf. And I don't want to spoil the music yet, especially that we're going to be going back to these games eventually.
Yep. Again, less than a month, we'll have our new shit.
And behind this destruction is... What the hell? What is...
Yep.
What is Proto Man doing?
I don't know. Play the game and find out.
He just kidnapped Go for Dr. Light. What the hell?
Play the game and find out.
Proto Man?
Yeah, this one's not as ridiculously long as the one in 4. Which the one in 4 was cool, but it was a bit long. But this one just kind of gets straight to the point.
So,
As
hey
with the 1 in
guys.
6.
Shit.
Welcome to Mega
TMs.
Man 5 while his tongue dies.
Welcome to our new season in Mega Mondays. Welcome to Mega Man 5. And
Mega
I
Man
somehow
5,
managed to spell
the
T at
quest
myself.
for Dawn. I don't know.
I hope my mom comes out here soon so she can hand me a towel. So I kind of need one right now.
Mega Man 5, never back down. The back down.
Oh my god.
The back downing. The Mega Maning.
Okay,
I don't
let's
fucking
see.
know.
Who?
I'm just kind of completely losing my mind right now, so just go ahead and pick a boss.
I'm waiting for
Yeah,
someone to call out to me.
What?
I'm waiting for a boss to call out to me, so I'm just go, BAM!
Yeah, there's a choo-choo train. A star. I can't remember half these fucking bosses. The ones in 6 are memorable as fuck, but the ones in 5 were kind of eh. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I don't remember most of the bosses in 5. Dive Man ain't in this one, right? He was in the last one,
Let's go,
right?
Gyro Man.
Gyro Man is in this one. You're right.
Stone Man, Gravity Man, Gyro Man, Wave Man. There's 4 of them right there.
Dude.
I kind of have cheated
Man.
because I had the boss selection screen right in front of me.
Stone Man's not a bad choice.
Come on, Gyro Man.
Mainly because he sucks.
Okay.
His weapon sucks. Ballet R, rule for this game, charge shot everything.
Okay.
You'll see, like, dude, just do a charge shot when you start a level. Just do a fucking charge shot.
Oh my god, Mega Man is trippy. I like this. Okay. Okay, I got Storm Eagle's stage music's playing in my head right now. It doesn't even fit. I like the music though. Oh. Shielded, of course.
Yeah, fucking. Who are you fighting? Who'd you pick?
Gyro.
Okay, I don't remember him being too hard.
Didn't you say
And
that
this
he,
one's
like...
not the hardest Mega Man game. This one's kind of easy.
Didn't you say he kind of sucks?
I said Stone Man kind of sucks.
Oh, okay.
Like, this game's kind of one of the easier ones. I mean, it has its moments, but overall, it's not that hard. Mainly because they kind of over-buffed the charge shot. Like, and it was already kind of strong in 4, but it's ridiculous in this.
Ow.
They
I'm not dying on the
nerf it.
first episode, no way.
They
Ow.
nerf it in 5, in 6 rather, but like, yeah, the charge shot's ridiculous in this. And there's actually a storyline reason for this, because Dr. Cossack from the last game actually made it stronger. So there's straight up a storyline reason for it being better.
Come on.
And also keep an eye out for letters. I think those are in this game, and those will let you get beat.
Okay.
It was kind of useful. I forget what he or she does. I think she's supposed to be a girl. I don't remember.
Didn't you say that it was
honestly,
like kind of like a guide?
No. You're thinking of the stuff I talked about in the anniversary collection.
Oh, okay.
Because in that game, like, beat will like give you will show you like in levels that have like different paths and shit. Like, she'll show you. I think she's a girl. I don't remember.
Kill him in the head.
In this, I don't remember what she does at all. I think she's just a power-up that you can use to attack enemies, and she's actually pretty useful.
Kill him in the head. Oh shit. Ow.
By the way, do you know where I got that reference?
No.
It's from a kids movie I watched in my friend's house called Paranorman.
Oh.
Which for a kids movie, it's kind of dark.
Oh god.
Not super dark. It's kind of like Tim Burton dark, like Nightmare on Elm Street, or like Invader Zim dark, or like something like that is what I'd say.
Oh, something. So something that's dark, but not completely dark.
Well, the whole storyline is basically about witch hunts. And there's this kid who can see ghosts because one of his ancestors was a witch who burned at the stake.
Well then.
And it's a pretty cool movie, though.
Extra
And at one
life.
point, where all the channels people are pissed at him, they go, "Kill him in the head!" For no reason. Just one of the fucking people in the crowd shouts that, and me and my friend always fucking died over that. Me and my friend always laughed our asses off of that because it was so stupid.
There's a game with a line in it. It's kind of been memed. It's, was it, burn to the ground? Burn to the ground. I forget what it is.
Oh my god. Do you want to know what game that is? Because you'll lose your shit when I tell you.
What?
X7.
Oh
that is from Mega Man X7.
Oh
That's
my
part of the
God.
reason that game's so bad.
Oh wow. Where the botched up, Capcom?
Go to the ground! I think I even said that when I was talking about Mega Man 7 once on the channel.
Wow.
Yeah, that game can burn to the ground. Holy shit.
Get out there, man. Jeez. Get out there,
I didn't
man.
think you'd lose it this hard, but I knew you'd lose it.
Oh my god, that is unbelievable. I wonder what is the most botched, most ridiculous Mega Man game up to now. Like single hand, like that. It's like people just say, "Oh, that's just ridiculous."
Probably X7. Like, that is the one with the worst reputation.
Oh god.
Like, the worst you could say about all the other ones, really, is that they're meh. Like, but 7 is the only one that gets called out constantly as being just plain bad. Like 6 isn't great. X6 rather. Mega Man 6 is good. X6, it's meh. Like more meh than this. And X5 is
Ow.
no saint
Itchy
either.
nose. Shit.
Like there's a couple. Like it would have been like just tolerable. Like not amazing, not terrible. The only reason I have a little bit of hate for X5 is because of 2 particularly really tough sections,
Oh.
which is the Shadow Devil at the end of the game and the first half of Squid Adler's level.
Squid Adler.
Squiddy.
Squiddy.
Yeah, because every single fucking boss is named after a Guns N' Roses member.
Oh my god.
And you know why? Because the person who localized it, their husband or boyfriend was really into Guns N' Roses, so she was like, sure.
Hey, there's an A! How the hell am I gonna
Get
this? Okay.
There's a way to get it. But yeah, you want all those so you can get beat.
If I grab a letter and die, does that count?
I think so. It should appear in your inventory, because there should be Mega Man 5 on the bottom of the screen, like when you pause, where you select your weapons.
Okay.
And like, if you got the letter, it should light up.
Okay,
That's that
see.
part where the letter is. But not like X5 has those 2 really bad parts. In the second half of Squid Arrow's level, wait, that's annoying too. Never mind, that whole level sucks. Because you only know why I hate it so much. Because the first half of the level, you played Battletoads, right?
Yeah.
Think Turbo Tunnel.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's basically Turbo Tunnel all over again.
That
It's
thing
not great.
is just
Have fun with that shit.
That thing is just renowned to being atrocious.
Yeah, just wait. And like, other than those 2 moments, and the kind of, I don't like the way they named the bosses in that game. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, Guns N' Roses is a cool band, but really, you're just kind of butchering the names. Like, it's cute, but I would have just liked the regular names, honestly. And the story's kind of meh, but like, really, you don't play Mega Man for story. Like, X has more of a story, but like, I don't tune into it too much. And like 5 is passable as far as story goes. 6 is just kind of ridiculous. 6 has a lot of problems. 7's the only one I haven't played, and the only one I'm glad I haven't played. Yeah, I say Mega Man X7 is the only Mega Man game that I haven't played that I'm glad I haven't played. I just remember what the other bad one is.
What?
Mega Man Soccer. I forgot about Mega Man Soccer.
So, with this analogy, what would you say will be the Sonic 06 of Mega Man?
X7. I can't say anything about X7, like, because Mega Man Soccer is more of a spin-off. Like, X7 was a mainline game that just blew it.
Yeah.
That's the thing about all the Mega Man games in their main series, all the main Mega Man series, is you can't really say, it's really hard to pick anyone out as being bad. Like, sure, there are some that are just kind of meh, and just kind of like, this is alright, or ones that are just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, or ones that are worse than others, but like, there isn't one that is just called out as being an entirely bad game. Until X7 came along.
Oh god.
And they redeemed themselves after that, because like, 8 is not terrible, it's alright. It's not my favorite, but it's okay, it's passable.
How about X1? Or
X
stupid
what?
question. How about X1 or stupid question?
X1 is probably the best one. Like, between X1 and X4, one of those 2 has to be the best. I'd say tied for second best would be X2, then X3, Then 8. I put X8 above 5, and then I put 5, and then I put 6. I haven't played 7 yet, but 7 would probably be at the very bottom.
I still
Because,
got
like,
Storm Eagle stage
again,
music stuck in my
X6
head.
has its moments, but, like, it's overall not that great.
Alright, looks like I'm gonna make
The
a move.
music is fucking kick-ass as fuck, though. They nailed it with the music in X6.
Well, that's what any kind of game, really. I always know
Yeah,
when
it's like,
I'm...
it seems like all the bad games have good music, because, like, X6 is, like, amazing music-wise.
Yeah, because, I mean, even in Sonic 06, I mean, that has one of my most favorite songs I ever heard.
Another thing another strike I have against X6 and X7 in particular is X6's, one of the endings of X6 is straight up leads into the Zero games.
Oh.
Like, it puts Zero in the fucking hibernation capsule for him to get thawed out in Mega Man Zero. Which I haven't played any of the Zero games, but I heard they're all pretty decent. But here's the problem.
Hmm?
X7 exists.
Oh.
And, like, I guess that would make X6, X7, and X8 non-canon. I don't fucking know.
Alright.
And, like, I feel like the series could still go on after X8, but I think Sigma was assumed to be permanently killed in that one. But here's the thing.
Ow.
He was also assumed to be permanently killed in X5, also in X6. So, like... that's the problem with 5 through 7, is all 3 of those were supposed to be the last one.
Ow.
That's the problem with 5 through 8. They were all supposed to be the last one, and they just kept going. 8 is just better gameplay-wise. And the only thing I have against X3 is it's just X2, but harder.
Oh.
It's just a more annoyingly difficult X2. Like, that's all it is. It has the exact same structure.
Shit.
X2 tries to mix it up a little bit. There's a couple new stuff. They added the,
Shit.
X2 was the first time you had the hover bike sections.
Ow.
X2, there was optional bosses you could fight. And, like, there was just more stuff. And it was just, more of what I love from X1. Like, the level design was still pretty solid. The bosses were still pretty fun. And X3 has its moments, but overall, it's still the same game. And another thing I don't like about X3 is Zero is playable, but only if you call him through a level. He only has the Buster, which he can charge it up 5 times, and the last one being the Sword Slash, which is pretty strong. But he doesn't get any other weapons. And you can't get upgrades when you use him. And if he dies, it's permadeath for him, and you don't get the good ending.
Oh.
So, like, honestly, I never even used Zero. Whereas 4, they just decided to go the Mega Man and Bass route, and just make 2 separate campaigns.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. They just did like they did in Mega Man and Bass, or Mega Man 10. Or in Mega Man 10, you can pick from Mega Man or Pro Man in the beginning. Or Bass if you get the DLC. And Mega Man and Bass, which... Have you played that? I remember you telling me you played that.
I played a tiny bit of it. Not much of it, though.
Yeah, that's a good one, though. It's pretty fun. I never beat it, but it's good. And it's basically like Mega Man and Bass. Like, you pick either X or Zero from the start, and they each had their different movesets. Like, where... And Zero's is harder, mainly because his attacks are mostly close range.
Yeah.
You gotta get closer to enemies to get him with the sword. But he plays completely differently than X, and that's another reason I like X4, because you get 2 characters you can pick from, and both of them can play completely differently from each other. And get their own weapons from the bosses they kill. And the bosses will even have different weaknesses or ways you need to fight them, depending on who you pick. It's really cool.
Hmm.
It gives you two different ways to play the game. It gives you
Boom!
basically two games.
There we go, Gyro Man's down, finally, after nearly 4 deaths.
But like, yeah, it's like, and like X4's level design is good. The music's pretty decent. The voice acting sucks. Um, that's the only thing is the acting's not great. But other than that, it's pretty solid.
Didn't they use the same people from Mega Man 8 and use it in X4?
Yes,
That's probably why.
yes, they did.
That's probably why.
And like, I'm glad that Mega Man only gets like one line in the whole game. Like speaking in cutscenes, I'm glad he only gets like one line. But because they used the stupid Mega Man 8 voice.
So what would you
The
say is
stupid
worse?
girly motherfucking voice. Oh my god.
What would you say is worse, using the Mega Man 8, using the voice for Mega Man 8 as a regular Mega Man, or using the voice for X and X4? What would you say is worse?
They're both the same fucking voice.
I know, but for characters.
Well, using that voice for X is like atrocious. That's terrible. That's worse.
Gyro attack and
Luckily,
push
you
jet.
don't. Luckily, though, you don't have to hear as much of it as you do regular Mega Man in Mega Man 8. Because in the cutscenes in that, he never shuts up. But in X, he only gets like one or two lines of dialogue, and that's it. That's all you have to hear.
Ooh, that's a pretty cool password screen. Alright, so guys,
Yeah,
here's the password to anyone that wants it.
And one more thing,
Mhm.
while I'm on the subject, Zero's voice doesn't sound terrible, whereas Mega Man's voice makes my ears bleed, and Dr. Light sounds like he's drunk. Zero's voice isn't terrible, but his acting is atrocious. Like, they got the sound right, but the dude who played him did not know how to fucking act.
Dr. Virey.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. What am I fighting for? There you go. There's this little preview of X4 for you.
Man, the Deus Sigma just makes that look bad.
I'm just gonna send you that fucking clip.
I got a cat hair
Huh?
stuck on my mouse.
What'd you say?
I got a cat hair
What'd you
stuck.
say?
I got a cat hair stuck on my mouse.
No, before that.
Oh, the voices for Deus Sigma just makes that look bad.
Those are the same actors they use in X8, I think. I don't know about 7. I don't know how good the voice acting is in 7. But in X8, the only one I don't like is fucking Axel, because his voice gets on my nerves. But other than that, like, I'm okay with it.
Dude. What's that, game did you say is like the worst Mega Man mod? Was it X7?
Huh?
What was the worst Mega Man game that you said was X7?
Yeah. I haven't played it myself, but it is, like, universally panned.
That game, well, I'll give a response to that game. That, I say you
I know where
possibly...
you're going. I know where you're going with this.
Would you say that that game can burn to the ground?
Burn to the ground!
Burn to the ground!
Yeah, I think it can burn to the ground.
Huh.
I think we figured out what the title for this is going to be.
Burn to the ground! We're at 2.0. Oh.
Wait, alright, before I send you this clip, are you okay with spoilers for X4?
Yeah?
Alright, cool, because, like,
I'm gonna
you
say-
won't even know who this character is till you fucking play it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long ass while before we touch the X games anyway. So, guys, I'm really interested. Ooh. Blow up the like button with a charge shot if you guys enjoyed. Share the video with your friends. Leave what's it? Let us know what you thought of the video by leaving us a comment, and we'll see you in the next one. There, guys.